off inside to Morrison. Morrison in the end zone. That's 6 for Edison.
Deep far left corner for your in. Got it. Your in is in. A pleasant good evening and welcome everybody to another night of Commando football, Thursday night style, as we are in the middle of fall break for the area high schools. So most of the games move to Thursday. Big district clash tonight as the Commandos at home on this Thursday night take on their rivals from Berryhill, the Chiefs. Again, welcoming everybody. Kevin Thames alongside Cascia Hall historian, statistician, and all-around great guy and Astros fan, Mike Porter. We welcome you to a gorgeous, gorgeous evening for football. Not a cloud in the sky. Temperature in the low 70s to upper 60s at kickoff. Very little wind, 5 miles an hour out of the south. Could not ask for anything much better. Again, tonight the top two teams in district meet to what looks like will be for the district title unless the wheels come off for both teams. Among the top four teams in district tonight, all four of them playing each other. Cascia and Berryhill squaring off tonight. Also, Verdigris and Inola, who are both 2-1 in district, are playing tonight. Cascia and Berryhill both come in 3-0 in district play. You might hear some applause in the background as Berryhill jogs to the north end zone to prepare to go through their inflatable entrance. Both teams are meeting at midfield for the coin toss. Last year at Berryhill, after Cascia went back down to 3A, Berryhill got the best of the Commandos, 28-0. This is the 24th game in the series. Cascia leads the all-time series 18-5. One of those meetings, of course, was the 2009 state championship game in Stillwater. The Commandos won 21-0. Looks like the Commandos have finally lost a coin toss. They had won every one of them so far this year. Berryhill wins the toss. They defer. Looks like the Commandos will receive the opening kick and defend the north end zone. The Commandos in their home navy blue jerseys, blue pants, blue helmets, and Berryhill in their road whites. As both teams have made it out to the field, we are about to get the pregame prayer and national anthem underway. Before we take our first break, be remiss if we didn't thank one of our sponsors of tonight's game. That's Route 66 Dental Implants and Periodontics, located at 4545 South Harvard. Route 66 Dental is equipped with the latest technology in 3D imaging, laser surgery, and virtual implants. Schedule your appointment with Dr. David Wong, an Oklahoma native and board-certified periodontologist. You can give them a call at 918-749-1850. That's 918-749-1850. Or visit them online at route66implants.com. That's ROUTE, the number 6 implants.com. Opening kick coming up moments away here at Cascia. The Commandos and the Chiefs from Berryhill to battle it out to see who's on top in district play. Back with the kick. This is Commando football.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Fanning CS,
putting IT all together.
It's Mike at Lifeway Homes. This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
You are the wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup, I'll gladly let you fill it up.
And welcome back. National Anthem and pregame prayer are out of the way and done. Both teams have taken the field. The Commandos in the south end zone huddling. They are a little late to the party. Maybe a little extra motivational pep talk they are giving themselves. And they are ready now. Berryhill comes in ranked number 5 in the state. 6-0, 3-0 in district. And then the Commandos come in 4-2. 3-0 in district as well. Names we'll be calling quite often tonight for Berryhill. Their quarterback, Jacob Miller, has almost 1,500 yards and 18 touchdowns. Their leading receiver, Braden Hendricks, 27 catches for over 500 yards and 8 touchdowns. And Chase Burke, he's been their workhorse in the backfield, 781 yards on the ground. Again, Berryhill won the toss and deferred to the Commandos. We'll get the ball to start the game. And we are finally underway. A pooch kick on a line drive near side, fielded at the 15, up across the 20 and down around the 25. That's where Cascia starts this opening drive. And again, this game figures to be for the district crown. The winner would have to lose twice the rest of the way out. And just do not see that happening. So we are underway on first down. Cascia looking for a little room up the middle, and they may get one. Jackson Henderson in there at quarterback. Figure to see Cooper Mullen and Jackson both in there. You know, but also interesting to see how much Joe decides to stick with the ground game. They have had trouble getting that ground game going at times this year and have relied exclusively on the pass. So that's a storyline to watch. Henderson complete across the field, 35, coming near side, hit from behind and belted down at the 40. But that'll be enough to move the chains. That is Cassia's leading receiver, Zach Urant. He came in with 33 catches for 460 yards, 8 touchdowns himself. So the leading receivers for both Cascia and Berryhill with very similar numbers. And Zach was wide open in the far flat. So already up to the 40 for Cascia. Jet sweep. And looking for room is Zach, and he'll get maybe a yard. He made the first man miss on the containment here near side. And good pursuit by Berryhill from behind to get Zach. So second down and 9. Again, just underway here at Cascia. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening for football as the sun has faded and gone down behind the trees to the west of the stadium. And two teams that know each other fairly well. And Cascia comes out in a full wide receiver set. Some last-minute alignment issues for Berryhill near side, but Cascia goes far side. to Andrew Worthen. Falls incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and long now for the Commandos and Jackson Henderson, the senior quarterback, who will see a lot of time at safety as well for Cascia. So from their own 41, Bobby Byers split wide right. Good to see Bobby back. Empty backfield. Henderson has time, looks near side, and Worthen broke outside, and Jackson was expecting him to break inside. Nobody there. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 9. And Cascia will be forced to punt. So the Commandos mustered 1 first down, and they drive stalls. And now Jackson stays into punt, and the rugby-style punt bounces at the 35. Fielded on a hop is the return, and after a gain of 6, maybe 7, J.J. Peters on the special teams brings him down at the 36. Many thanks to another title sponsor of tonight's game. That's Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates. With over 120 years of combined doctoral experience, Dr. Z and Associates are proud to offer you the $99 deal, covering an eye exam and a stylish pair of eyeglasses. They have been setting the eye care standard in Tulsa for over 25 years. Go see them, drzellner.com. First down run for Berryhill. Gets about 4. That's going to be Burke. Chase Burke, a sophomore on that first carry. Again, he comes in there leading rusher with almost 800 yards on the season. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. And a toss sweep to Burke yet again. He's into the secondary. And with the extra effort, gets across the 45. That'll be a first down pending the penalty. Who came in late. Maybe a face mask. Yep, looks like it's going to be a 5-yard incidental face mask. And that'll put the ball at midfield. And Berryhill with a first down of their own on their first drive. Under center. It's going to be the fullback looking for some room, and he spins for about 3. The fullback, Chase Smith, a senior. Jake Miller, the junior quarterback, the offensive leader for Berryhill. So second and after a gain of, we'll call it 2, 2nd and 8 from the Cascia 48. This time out of the shotgun, it's going to be Burke up the middle, puts his head down, and just not a lot there. Down to the Commando 46, brings up 3rd and 6 as we're inside of 9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Game is scoreless. Cascia forced to punt on their opening drive. Now Berryhill with a big 3rd and 6 from the Cascia 46 here. And a hard count by Miller, the quarterback, gets the slot on the far side to move. And that'll be a false start, and that will certainly help the Commandos out. We'll back it up 5, and it brings up 3rd and 11. Play finally coming in from the sidelines. 7 on the play clock. Trips left. They send one of the slots in motion from left to right. Looking to his left, now coming back near side and looking for the wheel route to the running back, or excuse me, the man in motion from the slot. And it's overthrown. Too high down the near sideline. Falls incomplete. And now 4th and 11 for Berryhill from their own 49. Decent snap back. Lefty kicker end over end, and it's fair caught on one knee by Zach around the 23-24 yard line. 8:03 to play here in the first quarter. It is scoreless. Don't forget, Banning Contracting Services, another proud sponsor of tonight's game. They are committed to flawless execution and 100% customer satisfaction. They are the industry leader in technology, design, and installation, putting IT all together. That's BanningCS.com. Give Banning a call, 918-394-4450. First and 10, Henderson. Flat, caught, Zach, you're in across the 30, and Hawk tied out of bounds near the first down marker. That's going to be close. I think they're going to say it is enough. Nope, just shy, it looks like. And as soon as I say that, it is enough for a first down. So Jackson has combined with Urin for his 2 completions. That gives Cascia a little bit of room here. New set of downs for Cascia from their own 33. Henderson, toss sweep. Looking for room is Ward. He hits the 35 and hits a wall there just across the 35, near the 36. Short gain, maybe 3 for the freshman running back. Cascia stays with one back. He's to the right of Henderson. Henderson across the middle for Pixley and knocked down. Good defensive play by the Berryhill linebacker. That's Grant Yates, the senior. He read it perfectly. Ball was thrown a little behind Pixley, but Pixley was there all by himself as he released from the offensive line from his tight end position. Just could not connect. That was there. Let's see if Joe files that away and comes back to it later. So 3rd and 7 now. Trips right. Henderson looking right. Going downfield for Urin and tipped away, incomplete. Zach picked the ball up late and just tried to play tip drill with himself as it was thrown a little too high. So a 4th and 7, and already with 7:10 left to play here in the first quarter. Cascia forced to punt for the second time. Henderson puts his foot into it, bounces along the far sideline at the 35, checks back, and takes a Berryhill bounce back around the 38-yard line of Berryhill. We'll take a quick timeout. 7:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Scoreless, Berryhill with their second possession when we come back. This is Commando Football.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get 1 pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell them Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
And welcome back. Berryhill got up to the line of scrimmage quickly and ran a toss sweep with the running back to the short side, the near side, and Urin came up from his secondary spot and dropped him for a 3-yard loss. It's 2nd and 13. Berryhill looking to set up a screen. Read well by the Commandos and not going anywhere. Dylan Wilson shoots through the gap. He read it perfectly. And after a gain of 2, it's now a 3rd and 11 for Berryhill. As we approach the midway point here in the first quarter. Both teams filling each other out. A battle of top 10 teams. Berryhill number 5, Cascia number 8. Miller on third down across the middle, and it's incomplete. You've got to be kidding me. Both teams filling each other out. A battle of top 10 teams. Berryhill number 5, Cascia number 8. Miller on third down across the middle, and it's incomplete. You've got to be kidding me. And in with Henderson, but that was a bailout. That was not going to be caught. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that one hurts. So 1st and 10, Berryhill from the Cascia 48. Now both times they've had the ball, they've had it on the plus side of the 50. They fake to the running back and almost picked off. Oh, it was read beautifully by Pixley, and he could not hang on to it. Just could not hang on to it. So Pixley with the pass defensed. And it brings up 2nd and 10 for Berryhill. Miller out of the shotgun. Hard count. Cascia does not jump. Looking back for a new signal, and they change the play. Burke now up even with Miller out of the shotgun. It's going to be a toss sweep. Burke loses it for a second, finally regains it. Steps inside the 40 and brought down near the first down marker by Jackson Henderson. And they got themselves into a good play. Even with the bobble on the toss, Cascia had nobody defending this near side in the open field. It was 9 yards, 8 yards before Burke was even touched. Miller will keep it on 3rd and short on the quarterback keeper, and he gets 5 down to the Cascia 33. Little quick hitter, moves the chains, stops the clock with 5:29 to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Berryhill. It is scoreless. Again, Berryhill on second life on this drive after the pass interference on Henderson on 3rd and long. Burke looks for room, and not a lot there. Nice play up front for the Commandos. That's Michael DeSelms in there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 for the Chiefs.
Excuse me, Chase Moody in there on the tackle, 99, not 89. So 2nd and 10. Berryhill with plenty of time on the play clock. They do look to change the play. They're going to fake to Burke. Miller being pressured, throws off his back foot, incomplete. And another flag comes flying in from the back judge. And it looks to be another pass interference on Cascia, and I was blocked by our wireless router up here as I ducked my head through there. So the Commandos in a giving mood on this drive. That's 30 yards in pass interference penalties. That's helped them. Berryhill get down to the 18. So 1st and 10 from the Cascia 18. One receiver split far side. And for that play, Cascia decides to call a timeout. So we'll take one as well. 4:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Cascia and Berryhill scoreless. Berryhill threatening here late in the first. This is Commando football.
What are you doing?
I'm padding up, Trish. This year, I'm going to make Video Rev's starting lineup.
You know that Video Rev's first string is made up of sales associates, seasoned installers, and service techs who have been all pro when it comes to home entertainment for over 30 years.
Plus, football season's the best time to get the greatest prices on Sony's latest 4K high dynamic range smart TVs.
I think I want to be an entertainment champion at Video Revolution too.
Don't forget to pad up. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Big thanks to Lifeway Homes, a title sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Lifeway Homes, providing highest quality homes at affordable prices. Family owned and operated. Mike Harrison and his wife Brenda, they have been serving the Tulsa area for over 15 years. You'll be blown away by what you can do with a prefab or modular home design today. You can create your custom home inside and out. Mike and Brenda Harrison and Lifeway Homes, helping good people find a great home. Go visit them at lifewayhomes.net. First and 10, fake to the running back into the back corner of the end zone on the pass, and it's caught. And Berryhill's on the board first. Point attempt is good. Timeout. 4:30 left to play here in the first quarter. Berryhill takes advantage of two Cascia pass interference penalties and makes the Commandos pay for it. Berryhill leads by 7. This is Commando football.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get one pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell him Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
Well, that drive sucked. Berryhill with the kick. The Commandos on the return. Decent field position. That's Ward, a freshman running back on the return across the 35 up near the 36, maybe the 37. But two costly pass interference penalties on that drive. And then a nice throw by Jake Miller, the quarterback, into the corner of the end zone to his wide receiver. Gets Berryhill on the board. Extra point puts us where we're at, 7-0. 4:27 left to play here in the first quarter. Cascia fakes to the fullback, and on the blitz, Henderson, no choice but to duck back at the 26. The linebacker came from the right side of the Cascia offensive line and came in late, and nobody touched him. And Henderson on that naked bootleg had nowhere to go. So after the sack, Cascia backed up to their own 28. They need to get to the 47 for a first down. So 2nd and 19 for the good guys. Henderson looking here near side, and a flag thrown. Pass intended for Worthen. And maybe it's Berryhill's turn for a defensive penalty here. And it's going to be pass interference on Berryhill. And it should be 2nd down. Yep, 2nd down, and we'll call it 4 after the penalty. Cascia now at their own 43. Henderson after the snap rolling to his right, hit from behind, tumbles down. He's sacked again. Back at the 37 and bring up a 3rd and 11. As Berryhill has seen something here early on that they like. They're not bringing the pressure up the middle. They're bringing it from the ends of the line of scrimmage. So something Cascia will have to counter because Berryhill has gotten home every single time. 3rd and 10. Henderson steps in it across the middle, overthrown intended for Byers at the Berryhill 47. And that is 3 quick possessions for Cascia. Henderson stays in to punt. The return man for Berryhill standing at his own 34. Nice punt by Jackson. Finally fielded on a hop. There's a black block in the back that didn't get called. There comes the flag. Thank you. Finally brought down at the 34. Have no idea how the official right in front of him missed it. But the flag does come in on the block in the back. Another flag back around midfield as well. So while they sort those out, special thanks to our friends over at Video Revolution, helping you with cutting-edge electronics since 1982. Specializing in home theater installations, repairs, and media conversions. And now creating communication solutions for Oklahoma businesses as well. Video Revolution carries a long list of premium brand electronics. You can join the revolution at 7030 South Lewis, or go see them online at videorevolution.com, or do it like we used to do it back in the day. You can call them, 918-495-0586. 2:57 to play here in the first quarter. The penalties that were down were for a block in the back, and that pushes Berryhill back to their own 20, their worst field position of the first quarter. Burke on the zone read over the left side. Plows ahead across the 25 up near the 26. Good blocking there from the left side of the Berryhill offensive line. And Berryhill quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Miller directs Burke behind him. And Burke makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss, and finally the third man there to stop him. But after a 7-yard gain to the 32 and enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, Berryhill. Miller fakes the handoff, and Dylan Smith there to drop him behind the 30 at the 29. That'll lose 3. Or are they going to say there's a flag down? That's what it was. They're sorting that out. And it's a personal foul, chop block. The officials trying to do some quick math in their head to make sure they spot it right. So just inside the 16 is where they mark the ball. 1st down and 26. We'll call it as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Well, let's see if we can keep from getting some pass interference call on 3rd down to give them the 1st down. 1st and long, Miller across the middle, has a man at the 20, and then he is just dropped and blown up. Trent Westbrook with the tackle, and textbook on that one. Unfortunately, it was after a decent gain across the 25 to the 28. Still 2nd and long. Call it 2nd and 14. As Cascia had to have a player, looks like Chance Moody, check out due to an equipment issue in his helmet. As he gets that taken care of over on the sideline. And we're now back to action. Trips near side, one receiver far side. Miller, screen there in the flat, complete, across the 30. Great open field tackle. Across the 40 at the 41. That's Nick Choquette there with the tackle, and now it brings up a 3rd and 1. Last time they ran a quarterback sneak when he was up here this quick, and before they get this one off, Berryhill jumps. That's Josh Chambers, the junior tight end, that on the right side. It was too quick. They caught Cascia sleeping a little bit. Cascia was having to hustle up to get to the line of scrimmage after that quick huddle and quick formation by Berryhill. May have been a little too quick as Berryhill jumped. So now 3rd and 6. Inside of a minute to play, Berryhill leads 7-0. 5 on the play clock. Snap back to Miller, across the middle, pass caught, 45, and dropped at the 49. Wow. It was 1st and 26, and Berryhill converts. And it's 1st and 10 now at their own 49. Burke on the toss sweep. Will be wrestled down by Peters after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. A first quarter that has been dominated by the Chiefs. At the end of 1, they lead by 7 and are driving just across midfield. Second quarter starts when we come back. This is Commando Football.
You are the wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup. I'll gladly let you fill it up.
Back here at Father Hamill Field at Ray Siegfried Stadium, Berryhill leads 7-0 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Big thanks to Dr. Clint Emerson, another sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Dr. Emerson was voted the #1 orthodontist in the Tulsa area. They offer safe and gentle treatment options to give you customized individual care you deserve. Don't forget, they have invisible treatment with Invisaligns for not only teens but also adults. They have 2 locations. One in Broken Arrow, one in Midtown. Learn more by going to emersonbraces.com. 2nd and 7 for the Chiefs from the Cascia 48. Miller on the keeper up the middle. Has room inside the 40, down to the 39, maybe the 38. Miller with the swing pass and the far flat on first down is going to be coming back. There are 4 flags flying. Everybody saw that one. Well, if you're going to do it good. So the swing pass would have had a gain of 8 or 9, but it will be coming back. Of course, last time it was 1st and 26 in Berryhill. Converted against this tough Cascia defense. It'll be 1st and 21 or 20. And we'll call it 1st and 20. Just into the second quarter. 7-0 Berryhill. Berryhill looks here near side. Looks to be changing the play. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Miller after the fake. Caught inside the 40 and down near the 35. Gain of 14. After the first down pass, 2nd and 6. Miller looking for it all, coming near side, has a man caught at the 5. Touchdown. That's Braden Hendricks. Beautiful pass by the quarterback, Jake Miller. And Hendricks just beat man-to-man coverage by Westbrook here on the near sideline. No reason to panic, but Cascia needs to get going. The extra point attempt is through the uprights. Good. Timeout. 10:54 left to play here in the first half. Berryhill strikes again. Another touchdown pass. They're up by 14. This is Commando football.
It's Mike at Lifeway Homes. This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
14-0 to score. Berryhill set to kick it off. Don't forget, Berryhill comes in ranked number 5 in the state and undefeated. Needs to be picked up, and Cascia does on the far side at the 28. It's like everyone's afraid to touch the football sometimes in these kickoffs. I've seen it from multiple teams. Big thanks again to Banning CS, a proud sponsor of tonight's game. Based in Tulsa, Banning CS offers the highest quality and best cost IT telecommunications solutions. They are the industry leader in technology, design, and installation, putting IT all together. That's Banning CS. Go see them at banningcs.com. First down run by Weller. Man, good positive yards on first down for the Commandos across the 35 to the 36. First time we've seen Jake in there tonight. Don't forget, he's coming off an ankle injury. Suffered in that Verdigris game. 2nd and 2. Wilson up the middle, fumbles. Who's on it? I think Berryhill got it. Yep. Wilson, the fullback, with the carry. He's hit, fumbles. Berryhill takes over. Second and 2. Wilson up the middle, fumbles. Who's on it? I think Berryhill got it. Yep. Wilson, the fullback, with the carry. He's so the Chiefs with the ball inside the Cascia 35, up by 14. Let's see if they go for it all. They don't, and it's dropped. Choquette there read it beautifully on the far sideline and right through his hands. That's 2 tonight that Cascia's had right in their hands. And Choquette had nobody in front of him. The very definition of a pick six. .22 to play here in the first half. Berryhill up by 14. That'll be a zone handoff to Burke, who chases outside on the far sideline. Gets 9. Brings up 3rd and 1. So 3rd and short. Burke gets the carry. Hard second effort will get him the first down inside the 25. That kid does not fight or does not stop fighting for extra yards. That'll be enough for a first down. So it's 1st and 10, Berryhill. at the Cascia 24. On first down, they'll keep it on the ground with Burke. He's hit at the 20 and slithers down near the 17. Actually, mark him down around the 18. Gain of 6. Quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Snap came in late. Burke gets it late, comes near side, still on his feet inside the 15, down near the 10. And Cascia just cannot get him down with the first defender. The officials stop the clock. Ball is at the 10. It's first and goal for Berryhill. Up by 14. 8:59 to play here in the first half. Late substitutions on for Berryhill. Heavy set on the right. They'll give it to Burke. He goes up the middle and finds room down near the 5. Well, you can see why the running back came in with 800 yards. It's not easy to bring down. 5'7", 162 is what they list him at for the sophomore. Burke this time over the left side. He's tripped up by DeSelm. Inside the 5, down near the 3. And if you're Berryhill here, surely you're using all 4 downs, you would think. And Cascia decides to burn a timeout. We'll take one as well. 8:07 left to play here in the first half. Third and goal from just inside the 4 for the Chiefs. When we come back, Cascia needing to stop and needing a big play to stem the tide. They trail by 14. This is Commando football.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Banning CS, putting IT all together.
Big thanks to Mike and Brenda Harrison. They have been from Lifeway Homes, excuse me. They have been serving the Tulsa area for over 15 years. We'll talk about Mike and his wife Brenda here in just a minute. After the timeout, third and goal from around the 4. Burke over the left side is hit at the 2, drags a man, and he's in. 21-0. Back to the Harrisons. Over at Lifeway Homes, you'll be blown away by what you can do with a prefab or modular home design today. Create your custom home inside and out. Helping good people find a great home. That's lifewayhomes.net. The extra point attempt is good. Timeout. 8:02 to play here in the first half. Berryhill with a commanding 21-point lead, and the Commandos looking to try to answer somehow, some way. This is Commando football.
What are you doing?
I'm padding up, Trish. This year, I'm gonna make Video Rev's starting lineup.
You know that Video Rev's first string is made up of sales associates, seasoned installers, and service techs who have been all pro when it comes to home entertainment for over 30 years.
Plus, football season's the best time to get the greatest prices on Sony's latest 4K high dynamic range smart TVs.
I think I want to be an entertainment champion at Video Revolution too.
But don't forget to pad up. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Berryhill comes into this game with a 36-game regular season winning streak. Through a quarter and a half, they are bidding to make it 37. Kickoff fielded at the 25, up across the 30 near the 33 on the return for Cascia. That's Jace Ward, the freshman. First and 10 for the Commandos. Trying to get something going on the ground. And Jake Weller with his second carry of the night. Positive yardage on first down, gain of 5. And it's going to be Weller again, who jumps over a would-be tackler at the line of scrimmage and is tripped up at the 43. That should be enough to move the chains. And at this point, Cascia just needs some kind of drive to get the defense a breather and establish something offensively. Henderson sends a man in motion from left to right, and as Byers comes in motion, Grant Phillips, the senior right tackle, moved a little early. So first and 15 for Cascia. Weller again over the left side for about 3. And another flag down. Another false start before we can get this play off. Boy, you name it in this first half. The first touchdown drive for Berryhill was kept alive by 2 third down pass interference penalties. The last touchdown was a short drive after Cascia fumbled on their second play of the drive. Cascia again keeping it on the ground, and a late flag comes in at the 39. Just please don't be against us. And they're going to be marking it off against Berryhill, it looks like. So the personal foul penalty takes Cascia into Berryhill territory, I believe, for the first time tonight, as we are past halfway through the halfway mark of the second quarter. 5:30 clock moving. Cascia down by 21. First and 10 from the Berryhill 46 for the Commandos. Henderson's pass Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Or excuse me, that's Mullins' pass intended for Jackson Henderson. We mentioned in the pregame, we figured to see both Henderson and Mullen at quarterback. And Mullen in there now. 2nd and 10. Fake to the fullback. Weller on the drop. Nothing there. He's going to lose a yard. So 3rd and long. Berryhill pressing the line of scrimmage, bringing the heat. Mullen hit, dropped. Back at the Cascia 47. And to be honest, that never stood a chance. So clock moves, 4:18 here in the second quarter. Berryhill up by 21. Henderson with the rugby punt. It's bobbled at the 15, picked back up at the 12, and coming near side, and there's going to be a block in the back. I'll tell you what, we've had more unanimous penalties tonight and flags just flying from super great distances. It's a flag throwing contest tonight, Mike. So far, that's been the highlight, if you're a Cascia fan. So Berryhill will start this drive deep in their own territory. Excuse me. Cascia trying to stop the bleeding, down by 21 as we approach halftime. So from their own goalposts, Miller gives it to Burke, looking for some kind of yardage. He gets out across the 5 near the 6. Three and a half minutes to play here in the first half. 2nd and 6 for Berryhill. Backed up around their own 5-yard line. Burke looking for room. Gets hit at the 5. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Nice gang tackling by the Commandos. Several defenders there on the stop. Westbrook there. Choquette there. Tonight's game brought to you by Route 66 Dental Implants and Periodontics. They are over at 4545 South Harvard, and they are equipped with the latest technology in 3D imaging, laser surgery, and virtual implants. Schedule your appointment with Dr. David Wong, an Oklahoma native and board-certified periodontologist. Go see him online at Route66Implants.com. 3rd down pass, near side at the 10, thrown into the dirt, so Berryhill forced to punt. Nice 3 and out there by Cascia. A much-needed 3 and out for that defense. Standing back of the end zone is the punter. High snap, and he comes down with it without stepping out of bounds. It's a short punt that bounces at the Berryhill 23 and ultimately rolls out around the Chiefs 25. So prime field position if you're Cascia with 2:36 left to play here in the first half. So the Commandos with their best field position of the night from the Berryhill 26. Byers in there at wide receiver. Weller in there at tailback. He's to the left of Mullen out of the shotgun. Cooper looking left. Has a man at the 10, and it is caught. Had to come back for it around the 14, but that's a catch on the far side. Trying to see. Mike, who was that? It was Byers, yep, with the towel hanging out. That is correct, and it looks like Bobby might have injured himself just a little. He went immediately off the field. So 1st and 10 at the 15. That's where they mark forward progress on that. 2:14 to play here in the first half. Cascia trying to dent the scoreboard. Jake Weller, stutter step in the backfield, puts his head down, looks for a hole somewhere, and we'll find about a yard's worth. You'll say no gain, actually. His knee was down, so no gain on the carry. 2nd and 10. Chance Moody, the fullback. Jake Weller, the tailback. And it's going to be a halfback toss to the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Read beautifully by Berryhill. They were not fooled. Thrown into double coverage. So lucky it was not intercepted. Trying to get Jackson Henderson on that halfback pass. So 3rd and 10 from the Berryhill 15. 1:29 on the clock here in the first half. Berryhill gets the ball to start the second half. And a false start on Cascia. Oh, my. I wonder if that's anything to do with different cadences between the quarterbacks. Cooper Mullen in there now. Henderson was in there earlier. I'm not one to make excuses, I assure you. I mean, that's just, you're not trying to draw them off sides. It's just a normal play call, and we're jumping. And that's several tonight. And they better hurry. 5 on the play clock. They get up to the line of scrimmage, and Joe's going to have to burn a timeout because they were getting down there. Before we take a timeout, a big thanks to Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates. Don't forget, with over 120 years of combined doctoral experience, Dr. Z and Associates are proud to offer you that $99 deal covering an eye exam and a stylish pair of eyeglasses. Go visit them online at drzellner.com. You can book your appointment there at drzellner.com, or go see them at either of their 2 locations over on Harvard or over on Memorial. Cascia with the timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 1:28 left to play here in the first half. The Commandos 3rd and 15, down by 21. When we come back, this is Commando Football.
It's Mike at Lifeway Homes. This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
The Commandos now out of timeouts. 3rd and 15 from the Berryhill 20. Trips right, 1 receiver left. Mullen as he's hit from behind, coming near side 4. You're in, and it's come back, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cascia. A flag is down, but that's going to be a pass interference. And what a job by Zach adjusting to that between two defenders. Yeah, one receiver left, Mullen, as he's hit from behind, coming near side 4. You're in, and it's come back, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cascia. A flag is down, but that's going to be a pass interference. And what a job by the half. So the touchdown is good. Now the extra point, snap back, and ball through the uprights. It is good. 21-7 the score. Special thanks to our friends over at Video Revolution. They have been helping you with cutting-edge electronics since 1982, specializing in home theater installations, repairs, and media conversions. And they are now creating communications solutions for Oklahoma businesses, too. Video Revolution carries a long list of premium brand electronics. You can join the revolution at 7030 South Lewis Avenue, or you can go online to videorevolution.com. 21-7 the score. Boy, I don't think Cassia's needed a touchdown that bad in a while. That was huge. That was absolutely huge. But Berryhill, I believe, has all 3 timeouts. Yes, they have all 3 timeouts. And I am sure they will be in no hurry to just run the clock out and go to half. The penalty will be enforced, by the way, that pass interference. You can, on a scoring play, enforce it on the kickoff. So that 15 yards moves it to the Berryhill 45. Well, that's a good way to get a touchback. Luke Braley handling the kickoff duties. It was Luke who kicked through the extra point to make it 21-7. I wonder if they try to pooch here and risk kicking it out of bounds. No breeze to speak of, roughly. Maybe out of the south at about 5 miles an hour, but Braley's kick is through the end zone, and Berryhill will start this drive on their own 20. Man, that penalty comes in handy there. So if Berryhill wants to put some more points on the board, they're going to have to go a long way to do it. But Berryhill does have all 3 timeouts left, and the clock does stop while they move the chains. Man, Miller, their quarterback, has been impressive throwing the football tonight. And of course, you can't forget about Burke, who is capable of chewing off large chunks of yards as well. They'll fake the fly sweep and give it to Burke on the ground. He's hit at the 25 and knocked down there. I'm a little surprised Berryhill does not seem to be in that big of a hurry. Maybe with the way this first half has gone, they have no desire to risk something strange happening and going in at the half only up by 7 when they've dominated the entire first half. You can see that happening maybe. So 2nd and 5, it's going to be Burke again, and a great open field tackle. What an open field tackle. Choquette, it looks like, coming up to fill the hole. It was. And Berryhill will not have to snap the ball again if they don't want to. And I don't think they will. Well, let's see. Maybe they will. The play clock never got started. will snap it right before zeros. Burke has some room here near side across the 35 up near the 39, but that'll be the last play of the first half. Westbrook and Dylan Wilson there on the tackle. And that will conclude the first half that was dominated by Berryhill, but Cascia with a huge score late in the first half to come back and put a dent in it, and the Commandos trail 21-7. Before we take our halftime commercial break, again, I want to say thanks to Dr. Clint Emerson over at Emerson Orthodontics. Dr. Emerson is a great guy who loves to see Tolson's smile. And if you don't like to smile, chances are you probably need the services of Dr. Clint Emerson. He was voted the #1 orthodontist in the Tulsa area. They have the invisible treatment with Invisalign for teens and adults, offering safe and gentle treatment options to give you customized individual care you deserve. 2 locations, one in Broken Arrow and one in Midtown. You can go visit them online at emersonbraces.com. That's emersonbraces.com. 21-7 the score here at the half. We'll take a timeout, come back with your halftime stats. After this timeout, the Commandos trailing by 14 as we hit the half here. Stats coming up here in just a second. This is Commando Football.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get 1 pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell him Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
You are the wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup. I'll gladly let you fill it up.
Welcome back. 21-7 the score at the half as the Berryhill band takes the field. We looked over the first half statistics. First downs, Berryhill with 10, Cascia with 5. On the ground, Cascia with only 4 yards rushing. 13 carries, 4 yards. Berryhill 24 carries, 103 yards. Through the air, the Commandos 4 of 11 for 56 yards. So 60 yards of total offense for Cascia in the first half. And Berryhill 7 of 11 for 107 yards passing. 210 yards of total offense for Berryhill. 4 punts for Cascia, 34-yard average. 2 punts for Berryhill, 21-yard average. Cascia with the 1 turnover in the first half. That was the fumble in their own territory that Berryhill pushed in for a touchdown that made it 21-0. 6 penalties against Cascia for 45 yards, 9 for 90 against Berryhill. Berryhill led at the end of the first quarter, 7-0. Tacked on 14 more in the second to make it 21-0. And then under 3 minutes to play in the first half, Mullen connects with Zach Urin, who split 2 defenders and made a great adjustment as he came back to the football on a 3rd and long, no less. And that got Cascia on the board. With the Berryhill band on the field, we'll take a timeout. 16 and a half minutes on the clock. So about 20 minutes from now, we'll be starting the second half. Berryhill gets the ball to start the second half. They won the coin toss. We're at the half here at Cascia. The Commandos down by 14. Second half, just a few minutes away. This is Commando Football.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Fanning CS, putting IT all together.
What are you doing?
I'm padding up, Trish. This year, I'm gonna make Video Rev's starting lineup.
You know that Video Rev's first string is made up of sales associates, seasoned installers, and service techs who have been all pro when it comes to home entertainment for over 30 years.
Plus, football season's the best time to get the greatest prices on Sony's latest 4K high dynamic range smart TVs.
I think I want to be an entertainment champion at Video Revolution too.
Don't forget to pad up. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Are the wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup. I'll gladly let you fill it up.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Fanning CS.
Putting IT all together.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get one pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell him Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
What are you doing?
I'm padding up, Trish. This year, I'm gonna make Video Rev's starting lineup.
You know that Video Rev's first string is made up of sales associates, seasoned installers, and service techs who have been all pro when it comes to home entertainment for over 30 years.
Plus, football season's the best time to get the greatest prices on Sony's latest 4K high dynamic range smart TVs.
I think I want to be an entertainment champion at Video Revolution too.
But don't forget to pad up. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
It's Mike at Lifeway Homes. This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
Back here as we close down halftime and get ready to get the third quarter underway here at Father Hamill Field at Ray Siegfried Stadium. Thursday night football for fall break. The good guys are down. Cascia trails 21-7 as we get ready to start the second half. Once again, a big thanks to Lifeway Homes, a proud sponsor of tonight's game. Family owned and operated. Mike and Brenda Harrison have been serving the Tulsa area for over 15 years. You'll be blown away by what you can do with a prefab or modular home design today. Helping good people find a great home. Don't forget you can create your custom home inside and out. Go see them. LifewayHomes.net is the website, LifewayHomes.net, or give them a call, 918-621-4663. Berryhill looking for their 37th consecutive regular season win. Cascia with just 60 yards of total offense in the first half. Berryhill with just a little over 200. The first drive, Cascia with 2 pass interference penalties on third down, third and long on both of them, kept the drive alive, and Berryhill, like a good team will, made them pay, and that put the Chiefs up by 7. They scored another touchdown their next possession, make it 14-0. Cascia was forced to punt on their first 3 possessions. Their fourth possession, they fumbled. Go up 21-0. And then Cascia swung the momentum and got it back just under 3 minutes to play in the first half on a touchdown pass from Cooper Mullen to Zach Urin. Was that 20 or 15 yards in that touchdown pass, Mike? You remember? That touchdown pass from Cooper to Zach? 20, yep, that's right. It was 3rd and 10, and then the false start made it from the 15, then 3rd and 15 from the 20. And they got that completed. We are about ready to get underway. Braley's pooch kick is fielded up at the 42 on the fair catch. One of the offensive linemen up close with an over-his-shoulder grab. That could have been dangerous, but a nice job by the up man for Berryhill. So the Chiefs with great field position. to start this drive, the first of the second half. From their own 42, Cascia trails by 14. Burke on first down is hit at the line of scrimmage, but turns backwards, and his momentum propels him across the 45 to the 47. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Pass caught in the flat. He's got a block, and he's all alone down the near side at the 10. Hit at the 5. Is he in there? No. Down at the 1. Josh Chambers, a junior tight end, cut just short of a touchdown. Down at just inside the 2. And just 2 plays in, Berryhill here in the second half, trying to dent the scoreboard. They'll give it to their fullback, and he's in. Touchdown, Berryhill. Just 50 seconds into the second half. So the extra point attempt by Berryhill, bad snap. They get it down, but it is no good. Timeout. 11:10 left to play here. 11:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Berryhill with a 3-play drive gets on the board. They now bump the lead back up. It's 20. This is Commando Football.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Banning CS. Putting IT all together.
27-7 to score. Another short pooch kick, and it will bounce out of bounds near side. I still do not understand why nobody wants to kick it deep anymore. We didn't have that many kickoff returns for touchdowns, did we? I just don't get it. Cascia takes over the ball in their own 35, down 27-7. Cooper Mullen in there at quarterback. Jackson Henderson in there as well. He's a slot receiver on the far side. Empty backfield. From their own 35, Mullen looking right on the slant, caught, and nice second effort by Urin across the 40 to the 42. Gain of 7. And those little quick slants, little quick short drops, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hand quickly is what Cascia is going to need to do. They just have not been able to consistently provide the quarterback time on any long developing plays so far tonight. Urin goes in motion from left to right. They'll fake it to him. Cooper keeps it on the fake jet sweep. And no gain. Brings up 3rd and 3. Cascia really needing to get a first down here to keep this drive alive. Pass caught by Urin, near side 45 at midfield, and tiptoe along the near sideline inside the 45, out the 44. Boy, it's been Zach through the air so far tonight. He's caught almost damn near every pass, hasn't he? Except one, maybe? Two? I think Byers had the other catch. Yeah, Byers with one catch, and you're in with the others. Cooper with a nice throw. Hit Zach where he could continue and didn't have to come back for it, so he kept his momentum. 1st and 10 inside the Berryhill 45. And keeping it on the ground, Cascia is going to lose a couple. Weller stopped at the 46, loss of 2. Actually, the 46. That's what I said, I'm sorry. The injured Berryhill player, that's Grant Yates, the senior linebacker who was making his way off the field. 27-7 the score. It was 21-7 at the half. Berryhill with a 3-play drive right after, or to open the second half. The extra point was missed, and that's where we stand right now. 2nd and 12. Cooper looks right and not on the same page. Jackson, a little button hook down around the first down marker, and Mullen airmailed that. So the miscommunication provides costly. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 12 with 8:50 to play here in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun, Mullen looks left, now looks back across the middle, tipped, intended for Uran at the 40. Falls down at his feet. And Cascia will be forced to punt. Cascia leads the all-time series 18-5. At home, they are 7-3. Away, they are 10-2. And the one neutral site was the 2009 state championship in Stillwater that Cascia won. Jackson puts his leg into it, a high punt that will take a backwards bounce and then rolls down near the 25. So 21 yards on the punt. Berryhill gets the ball back at the 8:38 mark. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends over at Route 66 Dental Implants and Periodontics, located at 4545 South Harvard. Route 66 Dental is equipped with the latest technology in 3D imaging, laser surgery, and virtual implants. Schedule your appointment with Dr. David Wong, an Oklahoma native and board-certified periodontologist. You can do that by going online to Route66implants.com. That's Route66implants.com. Or calling them at 918-749-1850. Berryhill back at it on offense. 1st and 10. That's Braden Hendricks in there at the running back spot now. So Burke, their normal running back, getting a bit of a breather. Game just shy of 5 as we tick under the 8-minute mark. Jet sweep coming near side across the 30. Henderson drags him down by his ankles to the 33. That'll be about a yard shy of the first down. Already week 7. 3rd and short. Berryhill converts with the fullback, Chase Smith, up the middle to the 36. Last year at Berryhill, Berryhill won 28-0. was the first time that Cascia and Berryhill played since 2011. Burke back in there at tailback now. He angles back up towards the middle after the toss sweep started him right. And he squirms his way to the 42.
Second down from the 42.
Another 6 yards for the sophomore. Talented sophomore running back. I've been impressed with his balance. Very, very good balance for a running back. For Burke. They'll fake it to him. And the slant pass caught at the 45. Jukes a man there. But nice help defense by Choquette. But not after. The yardage is good enough for a first down at the 47.
Stop by number 6, Nick Choquette for the Commandos.
Choquette, another legacy name here at Cascia. We have several on this roster. Rouse, Choquette, Testa. Take me back to the old days, Mike. 1st and 10. Looking for room over the left side and getting about 4 or 5 is Burke. As he hits the midfield marker. Also commonly known as the 50-yard line. And now Berryhill into Cascia territory. And the third quarter that's moving right along. Clock moving 5:40 and counting. 27-7 the score. It was 21-7 at the half. Miller gives it to Burke on the zone read. And another 4 or 5 yards. Be close to a first down, just shy. Inside the 45, near the 44. And we may just see a heavy, heavy dose of the ground game here on this drive the rest of the way. And what Cascia used to do all the time to teams. Fullback up the middle on 3rd and 1. Carries it inside the 40 down near the 39. That's Chase Smith. So 1st and 10 from the Commando 39. Down near the 35 is Burke. And a little more than 4. Interesting formation for Berryhill. Well, they have the 2 fullbacks lined up about a yard or two, about a yard behind the right side of the offensive line. Miller fakes it to his tailback, looking for the tight end, streaking on the post and overthrown at the 15. Choquette and Henderson back there. The pass is on target. That may be in business. Mike, this drive reminds me of Cascia. Run, 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 pop him with the play action. Run, 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 pop him with the play action. That Joe and his staff became so successful with and so well known for. Don't forget, it was at Berryhill where Cascia kept the ball for an entire quarter. The entire 4th quarter, they ran off the clock in a win at Berryhill. Miller keeps it up the middle inside the 30. And it'll be enough for another first down inside the 29. That would have been 2000 and either 5 or 8, Mike. One of those two. Another quick toss to Burke, looking for room on the outside. Hops a would-be tackler, and as he hits the 25, he is double-teamed over on the far side. Choquette and Henderson again. Or, excuse me, Dylan Wilson and Choquette on the tackle. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. 27-7 the score. The Commandos needing that big play to happen. Keep themselves in this game. As it has been all Berryhill so far. Burke again looking for room. Gets a couple. And brings up a manageable third down. Berryhill needs to get to the Cascia 19. Third and 4. This time the heavy formation to the left. And it's going to be Burke again looking for room. Flags down. Burke breaks one tackle. And a good open field tackle by Urin at the 15. It would be enough for a first down if it stands, but it looks like it's going to be brought back. As damn near the entire Cascia defense was over on that far side outside the hash, and somehow Burke managed to make it through there unscathed. No doubt that, obviously, with the help of the holding penalty. I believe that's the first penalty we've had here in the second half. Stops the clock with 2:22 to play in the third. Quick moving third quarter. And both teams come in 3-0 in district play. This ultimately, more than likely, for the district title. The loser has to hope a lot of things happen. Miller on third down, dropped. Oh my, Chase Moody. More than likely for the district title. The loser has to hope a lot of things happen. Miller on third down, drop. And not hang on to it. Berryhill deciding what to do here. Plenty of time on the play clock. 4th and 16. Snap back out of the shotgun. Miller, plenty of time to throw. Throws it across the middle and incomplete on the post, just out of the outstretched reach of Dawson James, the junior wide receiver. Henderson back there in coverage. He would have taken a perfect throw to get it to him. But Cassia's defense bends but does not break. And so the Blue Swarm gets the offense back on the field. Now 1st and 10 at their own 35 with 1:53 to play here in the third quarter. And Cascia not out of this. Down 27-7. Not out of it at all, but need to show some life here offensively for sure. Mullen on the slant for Westbrook. Incomplete. Brings up second down. A lot of Trent Westbrook lately, the senior, coming on. Let's see if they target number 17 here, who will split closest to us here near side. Urin, he's been the main weapon through the air. Mullen, yep, that's who it's going to. It's to Urin, but he was blanketed. Good coverage. It'll be a short gain up near the 38. Gain of a couple. Call it 3, 3rd and 7. On the quick slants. Just trying to get the ball in Zach's hands. They do, but low throw. And by the time Zach was able to pick it up near the ground, he was wrestled down. Nowhere to run. So 3rd and 7. Mullen calls for the snap. Being pressured, rolls to his right, throws off his back foot, out of bounds, far sideline. Nobody there. And again, just not a lot of time to set and look downfield. And so with 1:07 to play here in the third quarter, the Commandos forced to punt yet again. The 6th punt of the evening coming up. Henderson uses his rugby style, angles it on the far hash, and it rolls down near the 30, or the 31. Many thanks to Dr. Zellner and Associates for sponsoring tonight's game with over 120 years of combined experience. Dr. Zellner and Associates are proud to offer you that $99 deal. Don't forget that covers an eye exam and a stylish pair of eyeglasses. They have been setting the eye care standard in Tulsa for over 25 years. You can visit the doctors at either of their 2 locations and book the right exam for you by going online to drzellner.com. Big thanks to Dr. Z. Burke on first down, just trying to find something, but pursuit there by Dylan Wilson and Jackson Henderson. They come up and drop him for a couple-yard loss. As we approach the end of the 3rd quarter and look forward to the 4th. On the play clock, so plenty of time for Berryhill. They do get their play in from the sideline. Trips left, one receiver near side. Miller has time, now steps up, being pressured, hit from behind, complete at midfield, still on his feet inside the 45, and he breaks. Are you kidding me? 3 tacklers had him at the 40, and he breaks free. Time now steps up, being pressured, hit from behind, complete. Pressure complete cross, and there's 3 Cascia players. I think several are trying to rip the ball out. The other one, last one comes in. We could not see who that last one was, but that may have knocked one of the defenders off balance. And what should have been just a first down play goes for a touchdown. The extra point attempt is good. Timeout. 6.1 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And that is a synopsis of how tonight's game has gone. 34-7, Cascia trails. This is Commando football.
This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
Well, that one hurts. 6 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. That's not how it was drawn up at all. Kick fielded at the 13 by Ward across the 20, 25, 30, 35, and up near the 37. Before we take our timeout to go to the 4th quarter, again, a big thanks to Banning Contracting Services, proud sponsor of tonight's game. Don't forget that small business. They have a staff that includes 33% military veterans. They are committed to flawless execution and 100% customer satisfaction. The industry leader in technology, design, and installation, Banning CS, putting IT all together. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Cascia trails 34-7. This is Commando football.
The wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup. I'll gladly let you fill it up.
Once again, special thanks to our friends at Video Revolution, helping you with cutting-edge electronics since 1982. Don't forget, they are specializing in home theater installations, repairs, and media conversions. And Video Revolution carries a long list of premium brand electronics. You can join the revolution today at 71st and Lewis, or go online to videorevolution.com. 1st and 10 for the good guys. Mullen looking downfield, has a man far sideline, tipped up in the air, intended for Henderson. And it falls incomplete at the 33. So 2nd and 10 for Cascia. I've said that too many times tonight. From their own 37, offset eye. Weller just looking for something over the left side, and not a lot there. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. How many yards do we have on the ground tonight, Mike?
He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
4 yards of rushing. Through 3 quarters, it's been tough. Berryhill's a good team, no doubt. But they have really exposed what's been our biggest weakness so far this year, and that's been getting the ground game going. Just has not been there. 3rd and 10 for Cascia. Cooper with time to throw, has a man far sideline. Zach, you're in. Is he in? Yes, caught. Dropped in on a dime from Cooper to Zach. He steps out far sideline, Berryhill 28. Third and 10 for Cascia. With plenty of time to throw, and he just drops this right over the shoulder of your man.
Dropped in on a dime from Cooper
to Zach. So that flips the field a little bit. 1st and 10 for Cascia. From the Berryhill 28, down 34-7, fumble, and Cooper gets back on it. And it was a great snap. That's all on the quarterback there. And it's just little things like that you cannot do that puts you behind the chains when you face good teams. A perfect snap, and you lose 5. So now it's 2nd and 15. You cannot do them. Ball sits on the far hash, empty backfield. And Joe's going to burn a timeout, something he saw he didn't like. Before we go, don't forget to go by and see Dr. Clint Emerson, the #1 orthodontist in the Tulsa area. They have the invisible treatment with Invisalign for teens and adults. They offer safe and gentle treatment options to give you customized individual care you deserve. They have 2 locations, one in Broken Arrow, one in Midtown. Book your appointment to go see them and find out about the Invisalign. You can go to emersonbraces.com. Timeout 34-7, Cascia Trails. This is Commando Football.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get 1 pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, at 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell him Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
A little quick pitch to Zach Urin in the flat here. Near side, and Zach gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. It makes it 3rd and 10 as we tick under 10 minutes to play here in the football game. 21-7 at the half, 34-7 where we stand right now. Westbrook and Henderson split left. Hicks split right. And I think we moved yet again. Sheesh. Well, you keep shooting yourself in the foot, Mike, you run out of foot. Then it becomes your shin. And then the next thing you know, it's a familiar artery, and you're bleeding out. A false start penalty makes it 3rd and 15 from the Berryhill 33. And a quick slant. Better chance by the DB as Cooper just let him too much. Ball is incomplete. So 4th and 15 from the 33. 9:10 to play here in the game. Back at it next Friday night. We'll be on the road. Weller stays in there at tailback to the left of Mullen. 4th and 15. Cooper rolls to his left, throws back across his body, incomplete. Cascia will turn it over on downs. And we'll see if Berryhill wants to keep it on the ground here and run some timeout with Burke. And it appears they will. He's looking for room. He's met by 5 Westbrook here near side around the 37. Gain of 3, maybe 4. Temporarily stops the clock. Thought forward progress had been stopped inbounds, but apparently not. So 2nd and 7 for the Chiefs. Burke yet again spins out of a tackle to 40. This time there's 2 others to get him. He'll be about 3 yards shy of a first down. Henderson, Pixley, they're all in on the tackle. That's actually Flynn Sage, 15, not 85. I apologize. Yeah, the officials now marking it up at the 39, which is where the forward progress was stopped. So 3rd and 5. They fake to the running back coming near side. Pass incomplete. Westbrook there, a little hand fighting, but not enough to get a penalty. And 3 and outs. Cascia looks to have the ball back with 8:07 left to play here in the game. With some of the pass interference penalties we've seen tonight, especially in the first quarter, I'm a little surprised they didn't flag that one. But they didn't. We'll take it. Commandos will get the ball back down 27. Coming up for the fair catch is Uran at the 44. Tonight's game brought to you by Route 66 Dental Implants and Periodontics. Located at 4545 South Harvard. Route 66 is equipped with the latest technology in 3D imaging, laser surgery, and virtual implants. Don't forget to schedule your appointment with Dr. David Wong, an Oklahoma native and board-certified periodontologist. Give him a call, 918-749-1850. That's 918-749-1850. Or you can book an appointment online at Route66Implants.com. First and 10. Mullen has time. Now looks left and has a man wide open. And it falls incomplete. At the 15, I think they're going to get Berryhill with a late hit, which I think is a bit questionable. Cascia had a receiver on the far side. Just got lost in the backfield. Couldn't see who that was intended for. It may have been Ward. I think Cooper put a little too much on it. He was having the tiptoe on the far sideline, and Berryhill got the late hit. I think maybe if he would have gone lower with the hit, it would have been all right. But it's 15 yards. Moves the ball to the Berryhill 41. 34-7 your score. 7:53 left to play in the game. Cascia sets up the screen and has it Ward. Oh, my gosh. Ward just kept bouncing off his blocker downfield. I mean, there was nothing but green ahead of him. Your score, 7:53 left to play in the game. Time they've run the screen all night. I'm surprised it took him this long, but Ward has got plenty of room, and he's just bouncing off his lineman. He didn't see when he turned around and started to try to push it to the sideline. So a gain of 4 after what could have been a lot more. 2nd and 6. Mullen fakes the quick out. Nothing there. Going to keep it. Roll to his right, and now just gets rid of it out of the pocket. And Mullen, a little late getting up. Gets the help of Grant Phillips to get up. He took a shot. Now 3rd and 6. And there comes the flag. The officials talked about it, so I think they will get an intentional grounding here after they discuss it. There wasn't a receiver anywhere close, so it doesn't surprise me. So loss of down. I mean, it should be the official showed 4th down. I've got 3rd down. Yes, it'll be 3rd down. All the way back at the Cascia 49. Then you get to the Berryhill 32. 19 yards. 3rd and 19 after the intentional grounding. Mullen scrambling and nothing there. Well, you can tell Mullen just is not in tune with his guys, and that could be because of him joining the team late after the injury in the offseason. But just more than several times tonight, he and the receivers have not been on the same page. Some of that's been because of pressure in his face. Some of that's just been wrong reads. And some of that, only the coaches know if the receiver ran the wrong route or the quarterback threw the wrong pass. So 4th and 19 now for Cascia. And just chunking it deep is Mullen for Westbrook, and it's incomplete on that Hail Mary. So Berryhill takes over at the Cascia 49 with 7:02 to play. Banning Contracting Services, a proud sponsor of tonight's game. A small business with a staff that includes 33% military veterans. They are committed to flawless execution and 100% customer satisfaction. Don't forget, they're based out of Tulsa. They are the industry leader in technology, design, and installation. Putting IT all together. That's BanningCS.com. First and 10 for the Chiefs. Burke follows his blockers for 3, maybe 4. Third quarter went by in no time. Fourth quarter has dragged on a little bit longer. And if you're a fan of the home team at this point, you just want it to be over with. 34-7 the score, 6.5 minutes to play. Miller looking for a man downfield, and it's going to be picked off. Westbrook gets it at the 13. Coming near side across the 25-30 and pushed down around the 35. And Westbrook played it beautifully. Turned his head around. He became the receiver and cut right in front of the receiver as the ball got there without interfering. And on that one, he could not have played it any better. So Cascia gets the ball back. Berryhill's first turnover of the evening. Both teams now with 1 turnover apiece. And just a little over halfway through the fourth quarter. Commandos down by 27. We'll keep it on the ground. Jace Ward looking for something. And not finding a whole lot. He'll lose a few. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this Thursday night fall break week game. Just sorry the result has not been what we were aiming for. 2nd and 12. Looking for a receiver on the far side. Mullen off his back foot. Cannot connect with Urant at the Berryhill 45. Falls incomplete. So 3rd and 12 now for Cascia. Play comes in from the sideline. 5:35 to play. Mullen hit. Couldn't find anybody, and he's hit back at the 25 and dropped there. I'll make it 4th and 21. Henderson's punt, a good one. A wobbly spiral that'll bounce at the Berryhill 40 and roll down to the 35. This evening's game brought to you by Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates. Don't forget they have that $99 deal that covers an eye exam and a stylish pair of eyeglasses. Visit the doctors at either of their 2 locations and book the right exam for you by going online to drzellner.com. That's Dr. ZOELLNER.com. Go see him over on Harvard at 918-749-2020 or their Memorial location, 918-461-2020. On first down, the Chiefs keep it on the ground. That's going to be Burke again. Burke on the night, 32 carries, 133 yards. They made him work for what he's got. But he has been probably the best running back that I've seen so far that Cascia has played. Burke again gets another 3, maybe 4, brings up 3rd and short. 3:58, clock moves. 34-7 the score. As we mentioned, we'll be on the road next week, Friday night. Kickoff 7 o'clock. And as soon as I pull up my pocket schedule, I'll tell you where that's at. Locust Grove, Mike, thank you. Locust Grove struggling this year. Miller on 3rd and short, looking for the first down marker, and I think he may have it. He's right at the 45. That's where forward progress was stopped. The officials deciding. And they're going to bring the chains out. So on the road next week against Locust Grove, a team that, well, Berryhill just got done absolutely destroying them last week, I believe. And it will be enough for a first down. Again, we want to say thanks to the Harrisons over at Lifeway Homes for their sponsorship of tonight's game. They're providing the highest quality homes at affordable prices. Don't forget, you can create your custom home inside and out. And you will not believe what options and what you can do with a prefab or modular home design today. Helping good people find a great home. That's Lifeway Homes. You can find them on the internet at lifewayhomes.net or give them a call, 918-621-4663. Berryhill is going to let the clock run down and burn a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:43 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Berryhill in charge. They lead by 27. This is Commando Football.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Banning CS, putting IT all together.
So Berryhill will improve to 7-0, 4-0 in district, and the Commandos fall to 4-3, 3-1 in district play. I mentioned earlier, this is now Berryhill's 37th consecutive regular season win. And they may have beaten us tonight, and they may have beaten us last year. But we've still won 75% of the games between us. Mike, and I'll put our 5 state titles up against their 1. That's just being a bitter home fan that's losing. Looking for a silver lining, Mike. I'm looking. And this may be the longest timeout in the history of high school football. Let's go, boys. It's getting late. Get out here and run the football. Let's go. We can focus on next week. Put this one to bed. Realize what we need to work on some more, and if we want to get what we want to get. So 1st and 10. Berryhill with some new guys in, as does Cascia. There's a hold that didn't get called. Sage on the tackle at the 38. Jackson Wadey, the backup quarterback, the sophomore now in there. And Berryhill going to take their time exiting the huddle. Run every last second off the play clock. And keeping it on the ground again for a gain of 2. So on the road next week at Locust Grove, Cascia just needs to put this one behind them and realize they're still in line to host a playoff game. They can navigate the rest of their schedule. Coming into tonight's game, the top 4 teams were Cascia, Berryhill, Verdigris, and Inola. Inola came in 2-1. Verdigris came in 2-1. Of course, Verdigris has not played Berryhill. Cascia did beat Verdigris. Locust Grove 1-2 in district. Bonita 1-2. Jay 0-3. Claremore Sequoia 0-3. Cascia still has Inola, Locust Grove, and Claremore Sequoia left. So 2 of the 3 of those are pretty weak. They're still in line to host a playoff game and get to the playoffs yet again. But I'm sure as we'll talk to Joe in the post-game interview, a lot of stuff to work on. And Berryhill will not have to snap the football again. So both teams should be lining up, and that will do it. Berryhill wins tonight. Cascia falls 34-7, the final score. We'll take a timeout, come back with your post-game statistics and an interview with head coach Joe Medina. Cascia falls here at home 34-7. Post-game coming up next. This is Commando Football.
It's Mike at Lifeway Homes. This is our 15th year here. You know, the favorite thing that we have to do here at Lifeway Homes is to help your family move into your new custom home in a quick and timely fashion. Be sure and check us out this year at the Tulsa State Fair. You're going to be blown away with the beautiful new Pinewood home that we have at the fair this year. You know, factory-built housing today is completely different than what you remember in the past. If you haven't seen a new manufactured or a modular home, you've got to come down to Lifeway and take a look.
Are the wonder in my wonderful.
You put the happy in my happiness.
The girl of my dreams is the peaches to my cream. The sugar in my cup. I'll gladly let you fill it up.
Is this better or worse?
Well, I'll tell you what's better, Bridget, and that is our $99 deal. You can come in and get 1 pair of glasses plus the eye exam starting at just $99.
That's right, Dad. And we take walk-ins, plus we're open 7 days a week. We have thousands of frames to choose from and a 1-hour optical lab.
And that's at both locations, 3016 South Harvard or 6999 South Memorial. Or give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020. Hey, tell them Dr. Z sent you.
No, tell them Josie and Dr. Bridget sent you.
CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Banning CS, putting IT all together.
Welcome back. Father Hamill Field at Ray Siegfried Stadium. Kevin Thames alongside Cascia Hall historian Mike Porter. Cascia falls 34-7, your final. A look at your post-game statistics. First downs. Oh, and as we go through these, as you might imagine with that score, the statistics will be a little lopsided as well. First down, 16 for Berryhill, 8 for Cascia. Here's where it really gets exposed. On the ground, 195 yards for the Chiefs, -7, including the sacks for Cascia. 19 for -7 for Cascia, 47 for 195 for Berryhill. 10 of 30 for 124 yards for Cascia, 9 of 18 for 163 for the Chiefs. 7 punts for the Commandos, 3 for Berryhill. Each team with 1 turnover. The Commandos fumbled deep in their own territory, and Berryhill hopped on that and went 30 yards for a touchdown, and that's what made it 21-0 in the first half. In the fourth quarter, Cascia did intercept Berryhill. 8 penalties for 65 yards for Cascia, 12 for 130 against Berryhill. 65 plays on offense for Berryhill, 49 for Cascia. 117 yards of total offense for the good guys, and 358 for Berryhill. At the end of one, the Chiefs led 7-0. At the end of the first half, Cascia scored late to get the momentum back in the first half. They were only down by 14. But Berryhill took the opening drive, and in 3 plays, went across the goal line for a touchdown. The extra point was no good, but that made it 27-7. And then Berryhill scored on their next possession. That made it 34-7, and that's where we ended the game. Again, Cascia falls to 3-1 in district. Berryhill goes to 4-0. Cascia on the road next week against Locust Grove. Head coach Joe Medina making his way across the field, so we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our post-game interview with head coach Joe Medina. Thursday night football, not so good for Cascia. They fall 34-7 to Berryhill. Head coach Joe Medina when we come back. This is Commando Football.
Banning CS is a service-disabled veteran-owned small business with a primary focus on government contracting.
We have the most diversely cross-trained technical professionals on the planet.
With a focus on cutting-edge technology, we offer a full suite of low-voltage services. You give us the ball, we're not going to drop it.
Providing design and engineering services for telecommunications, life safety, and physical security.
Like myself, we employ 33% military veterans.
And me, a Purple Heart recipient from Afghanistan.
Banning CS, putting IT all together.
And we're back. Father Hamill Field, Ray Siegfried Stadium. Kevin Thames alongside head coach Joe Medina. And, Coach, we were just talking before we went on the air, and I said, it's not the way we wanted to end the game or the way we wanted it to end up, but your thoughts, no rhythm is what you said, and kind of expound on what you meant by that.
Well, we never got anything going. We come out, pick up a first down on our first drive, and then I think the next 3 plays we get 0 yards, have to punt it. Couldn't stop them, early. They moved the ball a little bit. And as I told everybody afterwards, the only bright spot was how well we punted the ball. And if that's your bright spot, then it's going to be a long night.
What do you think the key for them early moving the football was? It seemed like you got a grasp and slowed them down some the rest of the game, but early on, how'd they get you?
They're just bigger. They're bigger. They came off the ball. The running back, every time he runs, if you notice it, he always falls forward. He always falls forward. And, again, that's always going to get you an extra yard sometimes, too. And so now you're at worst playing 3rd and 8. And those are makeable situations. But, we just got to look at some things. Obviously, the injury bug hit us tonight, losing, Byers again, losing Andrew Worthen again. So we've got to retool and be 3-0. It's a 3-game season left, and we've got to be 3-0 so we have a playoff game here at Cascia. instead of going way south again. So, and I think the schedule works in our favor to go 3-0. We just got to retool, refocus, and go.
So what do you look to do with you guys as we head into a longer week with fall break here this week? We go on the road to Locust Grove. What will be your main message to the guys this week?
Well, I told them right now, first thing we need to do is we need to get away from the game. If we're going to be really good 3-0, we need to be fresh. We need to come back on practice on Monday with a new focus, a new energy. And again, these are games that we, looking at it, should come out on top. And so if we do that, then again, we're in good situation with a home playoff game being one of 16 teams that can, go win a state championship.
Well, and also this game does give you kind of a measuring test of where you guys are at and what you guys need to get better on.
Yeah, obviously the physical play is the biggest thing, and we knew that going in. One of the reasons, it was funny talking to Pat Harper before the game. He goes, I didn't believe it. He said, I heard, you guys were throwing the ball all over. He goes, I didn't believe it till I saw it. And, the big reason there is, again, the guys up front give us everything that they have, but it's not the most physical offensive line that we've had in years past, but they give us everything that they have, and the one thing that they do well is pass protect. And when we have all of our wide receivers, that's, as we talked about before, it's a really good core, maybe the best core of wide receivers that we had. Got two good quarterbacks. One now, because of the injury situation, may have to go back and play wide receiver again. So, again, we'll let the weekend go by and again, assess things and retool things and come back, go to work happy on Monday.
Well, it can never always be roses, and that's for sure. And some stuff to work on. But, again, a manageable schedule. You guys have the goal in front of you. Certainly still what you want to accomplish, the playoffs and hosting a playoff game not lost and still out there for you guys to get. So, again, focus and coming back fresh, as you talked about. Well, Coach, tough one tonight, but it's something to learn from. And, again, you get a long weekend. Everybody comes back fresh, and we can focus on Locust Grove next week.
Yeah, and, again, last year we were in the same situation and kind of stubbed our toe against them, and then, again, had to win out to just get into the playoffs, and then we had that long drive down to Idabel. So I think one of the themes will be, hey, we've got to pick right back up and play our best game on the road. Don't know what the officiating is. Those first two pass interference calls are just, and again, it set them up. It set them up for that, I guess it was either the first or the second score, yeah. So, again, it is what it is. We couldn't move consistently on offense either, so just a bad night is what I told the Commandos.
All right, appreciate it. That's head coach Joe Medina. The Commandos lose here tonight to Berryhill 34-7. Appreciate it, Joe. We'll talk to you next week at Locust Grove.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you, Mike Porter.
Once again, Cascia loses tonight to Berryhill 34-7. The Thursday night football with the fall break. We can focus now on next week. We'll be on the road next week, Friday night in Locust Grove. Kickoff 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air 5 or 10 minutes till to bring you all of the exciting action from Locust Grove. Again, for head coach Joe Medina and Mike Porter, I'm Kevin Thames. Final score for the final time. Cascia loses tonight 34-7. We'll talk to you guys next Friday night from Locust Grove. Until then, have a wonderful evening, a great football weekend. So long, everybody.